Good morning and welcome back to Community Couch Time, a daily talk show where we talk about things that are important, things that are happening in our community, in our state, in this country, and internationally. Oftentimes, the topics that we discuss are ones that others aren't talking about. And the question is, why aren't we? And so now a word from Ms. Wallace.
Good morning, great minds and good people. I'm Miss Tiffany Wallace, and thank you for having me for Community Couch Time. Now, let's start the discourse.
Women's issues are everyone's issues, and this month we're focusing on women and our contributions. Today specifically, we're taking a stroll to our local coffee shop owned by East LA native Evangelina Alvarez. In the U.S., women who are socioeconomically disadvantaged often face insurmountable challenges to participating and progressing in the workforce. There's a huge need for funding to support these women in business and gain economic independence. However, only 1.2% of philanthropic giving goes to women's issues, and less than 2.5% of all venture capital goes to women, even less to women of color. Government funding for women is a variable and fails to address their most basic needs. At the same time, more and more companies, especially women entrepreneurs, are embracing the concept of business as a force for social good. Let's hear from Evangelina of La Terraza on how she envisions the power of women to be leaders in business. Good morning and welcome back to Community Couch Time. Today is a very special day. We have Evangelina Alvarez, who is one of our local business owners of La Terraza Cafe and a place where I get my morning coffees pretty often and my husband gets his chais. How are you, Evangelina?
I'm doing great. How are you, Ms. Cardona?
Also doing great. I'm really excited to have you here. I love, promoting the businesses around the area, around the community, and especially this month being Women's History Month. Really appreciating the fact that you are a woman business owner in this community. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me in Community Couch Time. I'm excited and I'm honored to be here. It's an honor.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I have a few questions, and I'll just go ahead and fire away. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are, where you grew up and where your family's from?
Yeah. So first generation Mexican American. My parents immigrated in the 1970s from Guanajuato, Mexico. They resided in East LA up until the 1990s. Around that time, my family had to relocate to the San Fernando Valley due to their employment. From there on, I kind of grew up partially in East LA and then in the San Fernando Valley. And I attended California State University, Northridge. I earned a business administration degree, an emphasis in business law, and a minor in Chicano studies. From there, since I was little, I would always work with my parents. They had a small space in the swamp meet. So my father was sort of like an entrepreneur, and I would go help him every weekend. So I always had that admiration, for how much my parents worked and, the little business that they had and how much it taught me.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. And I love that you also have that Chicana and Chicano studies degree as well. That's one of my passions is Chicano studies and ethnic studies. And I love that you did your business degree, but you also took the time to learn about, what you learn about in Chicano and Chicano studies. So that's great. That's exciting.
Yeah, thank you.
So what was your dream when you opened up La Terraza and how does it contribute to the community of City Terrace?
So there were three main reasons when I opened La Terraza, and they're all equally as important. One of them was I wanted to be a successful entrepreneur looking up to my father and my mother. I wanted to also make them proud because I know how difficult and how challenging it is to immigrate to a completely foreign country where you don't know the language, where you don't know what to expect. But they had this amazing dream to provide their family and their future children with greater opportunities. And that was one of my main motivations. I really wanted to make my parents proud. The other was that I also wanted to inspire others. I wanted to serve as an inspiration and help to others, that it is possible to be successful and to follow your dreams. And third, I wanted to come back to my local community, where my family grew up, and I wanted to contribute to their growth. Yeah, so that was mainly all my three passions.
Well, one of my passions is coffee. So when I saw the business go up, we were, we would see the mural, and then we would see like that it was getting fixed inside, and we were like so excited waiting for the grand opening. So thank you for bringing that to.
Yeah, no, and it's so gratifying to see that everybody comes into the coffee shop and they're so happy. And the ultimate goal too is to see everybody, doing well.
Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to kind of change gears a little bit and ask you a little bit about women. Who are some of the women that you look up to?
There's a lot of women that I look up to, but the two main women that I want to highlight are my sister, my older sister. She was the first to graduate from college, and first generation. She's always been super ambitious. I've always looked up to her. She's super intelligent, really goal-oriented, and she paved the way, and she set those stepping stones for me to go to college, and she opened that gateway for me. Currently, she also went to Cal State Northridge, and she also earned a business degree. And right now she's currently doing commercial real estate in LA. So she's one of the people that any type of advice, anything that I need, she's the one person, my go-to. Yeah. The other person is my old or ex-boss, Maura. So she also owns a community, or like a local coffee shop. And she's also a business owner. And I kind of started when she just recently opened the coffee shop, and she also paved the way. So she taught me so much. It was such a great learning experience working for her, because she was so encouraging. Yeah. She taught me how to pay attention to detail. She had a lot of women also in leadership positions. She has the executive chef, the sous chef, the catering manager. Oh, wow. I was the office manager. So they were all women. The whole business was run by women. And the reason why I also admire her is because she was always super motivated. She was so creative. She also, not only that, she always encouraged me and believed in me. So she's one of the people that I highly look up to.
I really love when women support other women, which leads me to my last question. And that is like, what advice do you have for young women who want to become entrepreneurs?
So my advice is to really believe in yourself. Starting a business can be very scary and challenging at first, but you have to really believe in yourself. But also you also have to be strategic. So you have to have a business plan. You have to have a 5-year plan, know what your goals are, and what is your vision, and what is your motivation behind opening up a business. I think those are key points. There will be a learning curve, and it will be a growing process. But in the process, you will grow yourself, and at the end, you'll see yourself blossom. And that is, I think, the best experience. And that's what's most rewarding, is when you see yourself grow and you see your business grow at the same time.
Well, I really look forward to seeing your business grow, and going to visit you on our morning walks like we do.
Thank you. And, we really appreciate the support. We appreciate, seeing you guys every morning, and we appreciate, all of our local community supporting us, and that also helps us support our community as well. So, it's very gratifying.
Thank you. And so we'll put your contact information so that folks can know your business hours and your address. So if they want to go out and get a cup of coffee or a chai, they'll know where to find you. So I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's been an honor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so that takes us to our Community Couch Time Daily Journal question. And the question is, what type of business would you like to create in your own community? Let us know. We're interested. I want to support you too. To support La Terraza Cafe, order a hot beverage or yummy breakfast bagel, enjoy local art and photography by artists like Juan Solis Arte, or pick up a huipil from Guatemala. Visit 4017 City Terrace Drive from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday. Remember, good days start with coffee and you.